How were you encouraged when you were younger, when you were exploring, playing, learning a new skill, learning a new sport, maybe the first day of your school? What sort of ways were you encouraged? This will have a huge impact on how you make decisions as an adult in today, as an adult. So, what I mean by this is in your exploration, what we needed as children was encouragement, support, presence, and grounded solidness in our parents. So, a secure parent that could really hold this space for us. Not many of us had this growing up. Now, this will have an impact in your capabilities as an adult to make decisions that are either in alignment with who you are authentically, or maybe making decisions out of alignment because you were never taught how to make decisions in alignment. So I want to talk about two dynamics, the main dynamics that I see in my practice and that I've witnessed in myself too. Now, the first one is if this exploration stage you did not have much support or encouragement because your parents were working really hard, or they had their own mental health challenges, they had their own stuff going on, so you were neglected in this space, what you will find is you had to teach yourself how to do things. And what we needed was a wiser, smarter, parent to help us in this, because when we're exploring, we will have different emotions come up. We needed to be taught confidence and how to build confidence. And if we weren't taught that, then we create maladaptive coping mechanisms instead. So what it will show up as, if you were neglected, you will believe that you're not capable. So you always often take the safe option, because deep down there's a belief system around, I'm not valuable, what can I offer? I'm not good enough, I don't know what my strengths are, I'm not capable like other people. And this can show up like as young as school, when you're doing assignments, when you're at school and you don't really know how to answer questions, to when you're an adult and you're working for an organization where you're not really being seen in your value, in that there's something more that you could give the world, but you're sort of not really sure what that is. This is because it was never cultivated when you were younger. So your value, your needs, your boundaries, your strengths, all those things were not seen or cultivated because your parent was busy doing something else. So that's one way we start to make decisions from I'm not capable. And other people can see your strengths often, but you can't feel your own strengths. Like you don't really have an embodied feeling of I'm capable and strong. So then the other side of this is when you are taught how to explore, and maybe you're taught from a parent who's really ruthless, and they're ruthless because they want you to succeed. So they encourage you in a way that's a little bit shame-based maybe, or they teach you that the way for you to be strong in society and successful is to suppress your emotions. And they don't say it in that way. It just might be something like, toughen up, suck it up, you've got this, don't cry, boys don't cry, or whatever it is. We've been taught to either compete against other people, and that's how you motivate yourself. And so what that creates is people who are quite successful on the outside. You maybe have built an incredible business, you're really good at the practical things, you are a CEO, like it creates success on the outside and external validation. And what the insecurity in this is, I'm not okay unless I'm succeeding on the outside. So I might be a workaholic because that's the only way that I get validation. If I stop working, I might be into like casual hookups because I'm getting validation. So it's this external validation that's coming in, and that's what we rely on, because growing up, your caregivers' support, love, and encouragement was conditional as long as you achieved. And so this follows you as an adult. And that's not how we work as people, because we've got emotions that help us navigate decisions that are in alignment with our entire self. And when you are taught around external validation, you are doing things for other people to like you. You're doing things so you can seem like a successful person, or so you can feel good from positive reinforcement. So when you are in relationship and maybe a partner or a friend, or maybe at work, you're getting feedback and it's not positive and it's not validating, you will find it feels either like someone's attacking you or criticizing you, and there will be a inability to really self-reflect and work through the shame that may come up because you were taught to suppress or repress this. And this will come up in your life as an adult, where you will have all this success on the outside and even could look incredible from the outside, but internally feel anxious, depressed, shut down, like you've got lack motivation and emptiness, and also a feeling as though I'm not really seen for who I am. I don't feel appreciated. So this can be a really difficult thing, because you think, if I get all this success on the outside and make decisions based on external validation, I'll be okay. What we need to do to come back into alignment in both cases is to do the inner work and see the reality of what's truly happening outside of the belief system, and to start making decisions with all of our parts. So for someone who believes that they're super capable, making decisions with all of your part is, what part of you is not capable and what part's scared, and looking into that space. And now there will be protective mechanisms that will come in and will try to stop you from doing this, because what it will say is, you don't need anyone, don't be weak, because you were taught that you had to handle things yourself. And on the other side of that is when you are looking at exploring, if you feel like you're not capable, what will happen is you'll have protective mechanisms come up and say, everyone else can do it, but I can't. I don't even know what I'm good at. I don't think I should invest in myself. All these things will come in around like deserving and worthiness, and making decisions based on coming into alignment with this part will be around, you fucking matter, which is what is the title of my decision making course. And the reason why I do that is because growing up, if you've had neglect, there will be a part of you that believes, I don't matter, I'll just sit in the background, I'll just observe things, I'll make decisions where I'm not really seen or heard, because it's scary to be seen and heard, because I was never taught what to do with that. I don't want to be criticized, I don't want to be kind of seen in the spotlight. So what we need to do is learn how to integrate these parts. And through my decision-making course and one-on-one therapy with me, that's what I teach my clients, and that's what I teach in my course is, in your exploration, what's your belief systems that are stopping you from growing, that are stopping you from evolving? And this can be from people who feel like they're so capable but are not in alignment, as well as people who don't feel capable at all. The other side of this, before I finish up, is that people who feel not capable and people who feel very capable attract each other. So you will find in your relationships and in work, you will be drawn to people that seem like they've got it all together. They will reinforce the belief that you're not capable, because their power and their validation is in you being not capable. I'm better than you, I know more than you, comparison. And so you will constantly come up against these people, and it will push you down, making you feel again, I'm not capable. We draw in this because it's mirroring things in us to integrate. And so then the person who feels really capable feels stronger, because they're like, oh yeah, look, I know more than that person. Oh, I'm supporting them, I'm rescuing them. And then this dynamic, if in relationship, whether it's at work, whether it's in relationship, breaks down because there's resentment that happens, because there's a time when the person who doesn't feel capable may have some confidence to speak up, and the person that only wants positive reinforcement then feels criticized and upset and can't take on feedback. So that's when our relationship challenges occur. So if we address this is pretty big stuff. Like, this is where you can start to make decisions in alignment. You can start to see the parts of you that feel like they're not capable, or the parts that are capable, so you can come into balance, integrating these parts. If you're interested in working with me, to go into my course, I do a one-on-one session with you first, see if it's the right fit. You'll get so much out of that one-on-one session either way, and then you can come into the decision-making course and look at this exploration piece, so you can meet your goals, you can work towards something that's in alignment with you, you can learn how to make decisions in alignment, and work with me along the way.